I unknowingly sponsored my boyfriend down to his wedding with another girl. Story time. I started dating my ex-boyfriend in 2019. Everything was going really well. His parents really liked me and I was so close to them. These people showed me so much love than I could even ask for. A lot of things happened in between. Then 2021, they started disturbing us to get married because their son was getting old. I told them I was definitely interested in getting married to their son, but they should at least give me a year and a half for me to finish my education because I was still in university back then. I graduated in 2023 and his parents kept complaining and disturbing me that at least I should get pregnant even before he does introduction with me. I didn't argue with them. I said, okay, I was going to look into it because I'm not the kind of person that likes to argue. Lest I forget, my boyfriend, their son, is a serial cheat. This man is a 35-year-old man, but he chases after anything under skirt, and I'm 28, by the way. I support this guy financially. I literally give him money a lot, to the point where when he wanted to buy his car, he didn't have enough at all, and I single-handedly completed the money for him. My mom is a single mother and she's really rich, so spending on my boyfriend is not really a big deal. I feed him, I clothe him, I buy everything for him. He tries to reciprocate everything that I do for him, but this guy doesn't even do up to 20% of what I do for him in the relationship. At some point, I started feeling like I was using my money to buy love, and it didn't make sense to me. Yes, you were. Yeah. But then again, this guy loved me to death, and he never failed to express how much he loved me. The only thing a broke man has to show you when you are feeding him and clothing him is to show you that he loves you. That's like the littlest thing. But he was still cheating on you, girl. You saw the signs. Fast forward to last year, which was 2024, his parents suddenly changed to me because I refused to get pregnant for their son. It wasn't like this man was financially ready to take up a wife, but they just wanted me to get pregnant first and give birth before every other thing that follows. But one thing about my ex-boyfriend was that he was always with girls, to the point where he would tell these girls that his wife, which is me, is at home, but he would still go and meet them. I started seeing a lot of sex tapes on his phone. He would leave me in the house and go meet other girls, and I said, okay, enough is enough. I had enough. I wanted to leave the relationship. By July 2024, his family came together and they settled our fight for us, and they pleaded with me to continue the relationship with him. I told my family that I didn't want to go back with him because all I needed to do was just to cry, get over the heartbreak, and heal. But his family was persistent. Now, it was time for me to renew my rent, which was due at the time, but his family came in again and said that I don't have to renew my rent. I should move in with my boyfriend or ex-boyfriend so that we can start living together and, start actualizing the plans they made for us. After much back and forth, I accepted to pack my things to his house, which was in September, and I did. Note, my boyfriend did not give me a dime while all of this was going on. I sorted all of the bills myself. Remember that his family was the one insisting and persisting that I move into his house. You would think that all the problems were about to be over, but this same family that was telling me to move into my boyfriend's house changed immediately they heard that I packed into my boyfriend's house. Like, you people said I should pack, now I have packed, and then you will not even let me drink water and drop cup. It wasn't immediately they started showing that they didn't like the fact that I moved in. They waited till October. Remember that I moved in September, and after I moved in September, they picked an introduction date for the both of us. But then again, in October, I decided telling my boyfriend not to eat my food anymore, like the food I had been making for this man for the past 5 years. And they started coming into our street to shout in the middle of the street and call my name and call me out and tell me to pack my things out of their son's house after they pleaded and pleaded for me to move in with him. It got crazy to the point where these people refused to let me go in. Like, I went outside, and when I got back, I wanted to enter my boyfriend's house that he told me to move into, and they locked me out. For 2 weeks, I had nothing to wear. I had no clothes. I was just outside. Because of this, I rushed to take another apartment where I moved into, and 2 weeks after I moved into the new apartment, I saw introduction pictures and videos of my boyfriend. And I also realized that the person he was getting married to was pregnant for him. So he had impregnated this girl since June, and his parents were begging us to get back together in July while they were begging me to move into his house in September, whereas he had gotten someone pregnant in June and they had already picked the old introduction date. So why did they do all of that? Why did they let me sponsor his entire life when they knew they wanted him to marry somebody else? I've been so hurt and heartbroken, not because of the breakup particularly, but because of the money I spent on this man and how much of bills I covered up for him. So he was man enough to marry somebody else, but he wasn't man enough to bear responsibilities in the house. At the moment, I'm so hurt and heartbroken, and I need a revenge plan. So please advise me in the comment section. And to share your stories with me, send an email to me at talktoperona@gmail.com. Please, if you know the strongest of strongest revenge plan, tell her in the comments.